Did you know the most successful people rarely reveal their work to others? Discover why silence about your profession can unlock hidden advantages and when it backfires. Think about the last time you shared your job. Did it help or hurt you? Comment below. Many successful people don't tell others exactly what they do for a living. You might wonder why that is. It seems strange because usually people like to share what they do. But keeping your work a secret can actually be very powerful. When you don't reveal everything about your job, you create a sense of mystery around yourself. This mystery makes people curious. Curiosity is a strong feeling. When others are curious about you, they pay more attention and respect you more. It's like when you watch a magic trick. The magician doesn't explain everything right away. Instead, you want to know how it works. This feeling makes the trick more interesting. In the same way, when you don't say too much about your work, people want to learn more about you. This makes them respect your skills and abilities more. Also, keeping your work private helps you stay in control of your story. When you tell everyone about your job, they might start to think they know everything about you. But if you share less, you decide what information to give and when to give it. You can reveal the parts that show you in the best light. This gives you power because you are the one who controls your image. People like to guess and wonder about things they don't know. This guessing game makes them more interested in you. When people are interested, they are more likely to listen and remember you. This is important if you want to build a strong reputation or get opportunities. Another reason successful people keep their work secret is to protect themselves from negativity. Sometimes when people hear about your job, they may judge you or treat you differently. They might have ideas about your work that are not true or that make you feel bad. If you don't share too much, you avoid these quick judgments. You protect your feelings and your confidence. This can help you focus on your work without distractions. When you work in silence, you also avoid pressure from others. People may expect things from you when they know your goals. This can make you nervous or stressed. If you keep your work private, you don't have to worry about what others think. You can work at your own pace and on your own terms. In short, not telling people what you do gives you an advantage. It creates mystery, makes people curious, lets you control your story, and protects you from judgment. This is why many top performers choose silence over sharing too much. It helps them stay focused, respected, and in control of their path to success. The power of curiosity and control is something anyone can use in their own life, whether in work or personal relationships. Sometimes saying less really is more. Now, when you share your job or profession too openly, it might seem like you are being honest and open, but sometimes it can actually harm your chances of success. This happens because people often make quick judgments based on what they hear. When you tell someone what you do, they don't just listen. They start to form opinions. These opinions can be positive, but they can also be negative, even if you don't expect it. This is called bias. Bias means having an unfair opinion or feeling about something before you really understand it. For example, if someone hears your job title, they might think they know what you're like or what you can do, even if they have never worked with you. This can close doors that might have been open otherwise. Sometimes people judge your job based on stereotypes or wrong ideas. They might think your work isn't important or difficult, or they might compare you to others unfairly. This kind of judgment can stop people from giving you opportunities or trusting your skills. It's not about you personally, but about what others believe about your job or industry. When this happens, no matter how hard you work, you might find it harder to get support or respect. This can be very frustrating and can hold you back from growing or moving forward in your career. Another problem with sharing too much about your work is that you can end up spending a lot of time explaining yourself. When people don't understand your job or what you do, they ask questions. Sometimes you need to explain over and over again. This can waste your energy and focus. Instead of spending your time working hard and showing your result, you get stuck trying to convince others that what you do matters. This is not a good use of your time. A better way is to say less and let your actions speak louder than your words. When you focus on delivering great results, people start to notice without you having to explain. Your success becomes clear from what you achieve, not just what you say. This builds trust naturally because others see proof of your skills and hard work. It also helps you avoid misunderstandings and unfair judgments. Keeping your work private also helps you protect your ideas. If you tell everyone about your plans or projects, some people might copy you or even try to stop you. By being careful about what you share, you keep your advantages safe. This way, you control your path and avoid unnecessary problems. In summary, sharing your profession too openly can cause bias. Waste your time explaining and put your work at risk. Staying quiet and focusing on results helps you build respect and protect your success. Imagine you are talking to a stranger and you tell them about your dream job or what you want to achieve. At first, they might seem interested or excited, but after you explain, you may notice their reaction changes. Sometimes people start to act differently. They might look surprised, doubtful, or even less friendly. This happens more often than you think. When you share your dreams or work with people you don't know well, their reactions can affect how you feel about yourself and your goals. One reason for this is that not everyone understands your dreams or the hard work behind them. People have their own ideas about what is possible or realistic. When your dream sounds very big or different from what they expect, they might not believe you can achieve it. Instead of encouraging you, they may offer warnings or negative comments. This can make you feel discouraged or unsure. Sometimes people don't mean to be hurtful, but their doubts can still hurt your confidence. Keeping silent about your ambitions helps protect your dreams. When you don't share too much, you avoid hearing those negative reactions. This lets you focus on your work without distractions. Silence becomes a shield that guards your motivation and energy. When you protect your goals from outside judgment, you give yourself space to grow and improve quietly. You can make mistakes, learn, and get stronger without worrying about what others think. Also, not everyone needs to know your plans right away. Sharing your dreams at the right time can make a bigger impact. When you have made real progress and can show results, people will take you more seriously. Your success will speak for itself. This is why timing is important. Waiting until you are ready to share your story helps you build confidence and support. It also makes your story more powerful because it comes from experience, not just ideas. Silence can help reduce pressure too. When people know your goals early on, they may expect you to achieve them quickly or perfectly. This pressure can make you anxious and distracted. When you keep your plans private, you don't have to worry about meeting others' expectations. You can work at your own pace and focus on what matters most. In many cases, silence creates a space where your ambition can grow naturally. It helps you stay strong in your journey even when things are hard. By protecting your dreams and reducing outside noise, you keep your focus sharp and your motivation high. This quiet confidence often leads to better results and greater success. There are many stories of people who succeeded because they didn't talk much about their work or plans. Instead of sharing everything right away, they stayed quiet and kept their hustle private. This helped them focus and avoid distractions. When you don't tell everyone about your efforts, you protect your energy and avoid unwanted opinions or judgments. Sometimes people around you might not understand your goals or might even try to bring you down. Keeping your work to yourself helps you avoid this negativity. A good example is someone who started a business quietly. They didn't announce their plans or tell people all the details. Instead, they worked hard in the background, learning, testing, and improving. Because they kept their goals private, they didn't have to explain or defend their choices to others. This gave them time and space to build something strong. When the business was ready, they shared their success. At that moment, people listened and respected what they had achieved. This shows how timing the truth can make a big difference. Timing your truth means sharing your story when it has real power. If you tell people about your plans too early, they might not take you seriously. Some might even laugh or discourage you. But when you share your story after you have results, it has more impact. People see proof of your hard work and success. This builds trust and respect much faster. It also helps you create a stronger personal brand because your story feels real and inspiring. When you keep quiet about your hustle, you also protect your ideas. Sometimes if you share your plans too soon, others might copy them or try to compete with you unfairly. Keeping your work private lets you build your ideas without interference. This way you stay ahead and control your own path. It also helps you avoid distractions that come with sharing too much. Another benefit of staying silent is that it helps you stay focused. When people don't know all the details of your work, they don't expect immediate results or explanations. This reduces pressure and lets you work at your own speed. You can make mistakes, learn, and improve without worrying about what others think. This calm and focused mindset is often the key to long-term success. Many successful people understand the power of silence. They know when to keep things private and when to share. This balance helps them protect their dreams and grow stronger. Learning to time your truth is a skill anyone can develop. It can turn your quiet hustle into a powerful story that inspires others and leads to success. If this changed your view on sharing your story, like and subscribe. When you tell people about your work too early or too openly, you might not realize that it can cause problems. Sometimes sharing your plans or job too soon invites jealousy from others. Jealousy happens when someone feels unhappy because they want what you have or wish they were in your place. When people hear about your success or your hard work before you're ready to show results, they might start feeling jealous. This can create tension or negative feelings around you, even if you don't mean to cause any harm. Jealousy can be more than just feelings. In some cases, it leads to sabotage. Sabotage means someone tries to stop you or make your work harder by causing trouble. This can happen in many ways, like spreading rumors, giving bad advice, or trying to compete unfairly. When you share your work too soon, you might open the door for people who want to bring you down or slow you down. This can hurt your progress and make your journey more difficult. Because of this, it is smart to keep your circle small until you know you can trust people. A small circle means sharing your work only with people who support you and want to see you succeed. These trusted people can give good advice, help you when you need it, and protect your ideas. They understand your goals and respect your privacy. When you share with the right people at the right time, your work has a better chance to grow without unnecessary problems. Trust is something that grows over time. You don't have to tell everyone everything right away. It's okay to wait and see who truly supports you before opening up about your plans. This way you avoid giving your ideas or hard work to people who might not have your best interests in mind. By being careful, you protect your energy and focus on what matters most. Also, when you keep your work private until the right moment, you create an element of surprise. When people see your success after you have done the hard work quietly, they are more impressed. They respect your ability to keep focused and deliver results. This makes your achievements feel more special and powerful. Many successful people know that sharing too much too soon can cause problems. They choose to work quietly and only reveal their progress when the time is right. This smart approach helps protect their goals from jealousy and sabotage. It keeps their path clearer and easier to follow. Learning to be patient and careful about what you share can help you protect your work and succeed faster. Sometimes, when people explain their job or what they do, they use too many words. They try to tell everything about their role and responsibilities. This can make things confusing for others. When you explain too much, people might have trouble understanding what you really do or why it matters. Over-explaining can actually lower the value of your work in the eyes of others because it makes your story too long or complicated. Instead of making people interested, it can make them lose focus or stop listening. When your explanation is unclear, people might get the wrong idea. They may think your work is less important or less difficult than it really is. This happens because too many details can hide the main point. It's like telling a long story with too many side notes. People forget the most important part. This can confuse your audience, whether it's friends, co-workers, or clients. If people don't understand what you do, they won't respect your skills or take you seriously. Keeping your explanation simple helps. When you use clear and easy words to describe your job, people can quickly understand it. A simple story is easier to remember and share with others. This builds your reputation in a positive way because people know what you do and why it matters. When you explain less, but say it well, you show confidence. You don't need to prove yourself with long speeches. Your clear message tells others that you know your work well. Another problem with over-explaining is that it wastes your time and energy. You might find yourself repeating the same information to different people, trying to make them understand. This takes away your focus from doing the actual work that matters. Instead of talking a lot, it's better to spend your time working hard and showing good results. When your work speaks for itself, you don't need to explain so much. Simplifying your story also helps you control what people think about you. When you share only the important points, you decide how others see your role. This control is important because it shapes your personal brand. Your personal brand is how people remember you and your work. A simple, strong message makes your brand more powerful. In many cases, people who keep their stories simple find more success. They get respect without confusion. Their work looks clearer and more valuable. Learning to explain your job in a simple way is a skill that can help you in many parts of life. It saves time, builds trust, and makes your story easier to share with the world. Many experts say that telling your story carefully is very important for building your personal brand. Personal branding means how people see you and remember you. It is like your reputation, but it also includes the story you tell about yourself. An expert once said, "Selective storytelling drives personal branding." This means you don't have to share everything about your work or life. Instead, you choose what to share and when. This helps you create the best image of yourself. When you tell your story in a careful way, you can highlight your strengths. You decide which parts of your work to talk about and which parts to keep private. This makes your story stronger and more interesting. If you share everything, people might get confused or bored. But when you pick the right details, your story stands out. It shows what makes you different and special. Selective storytelling also helps you control how others think about you. People form ideas based on what they hear. If you give them a clear and positive story, they will remember you in a good way. This is important when you want to grow your career or business. Your story can open doors and create opportunities. On the other hand, if you share too much or the wrong information, it can hurt your image. So being careful about what you say is smart. Experts say that personal branding is like marketing yourself. When companies sell products, they tell stories that make people want to buy. In the same way, you want to tell a story that makes people want to work with you or support you. This means your story should be clear, simple, and positive. It should show your value without confusing or overwhelming others. Another reason selective storytelling works is because people like stories that feel real and honest. When you share your story in a way that fits who you really are, it builds trust. People want to connect with someone genuine. If your story matches your actions, it becomes powerful and believable. Building your personal brand through careful storytelling takes practice. You need to think about what parts of your story matter most and how to share them. You don't have to share everything at once. You can share more as you grow and gain experience. This slow, thoughtful approach helps you stay in control and build a strong reputation over time. Many successful people use this idea to shape how others see them. By telling their stories selectively, they create a brand that attracts the right people and opportunities. This skill is valuable for anyone who wants to be remembered for the right reasons. The way people build their personal brand is changing. In the past, people thought that sharing everything about themselves was the best way to connect with others. But now, many experts believe that being quiet and choosing carefully what to share is becoming more important. This idea is called strategic silence. It means you don't have to say everything all the time. Instead, you pick the right moments and the right things to share. This can make you stand out more and create a stronger personal brand. In today's world, people see so much information every day. Social media, news, and constant updates fill our screens. Because of this, people are starting to pay more attention to those who don't share everything. When someone keeps some things private, it makes others curious. This curiosity can help you become more interesting and respected. People begin to notice the quality of what you share rather than the quantity. This change means that being thoughtful about your words is a new kind of power. This trend toward strategic silence is also about control. When you share less, you control your own story better. You decide what others know about you and when they know it. This helps protect your reputation. It also means you avoid oversharing or giving away too much information that could be misunderstood or used against you. In a world where information spreads fast, this control is very valuable. Strategic silence can also help you focus on what matters most. Instead of trying to be everywhere and say everything, you spend your energy on your work and goals. This focus can lead to better results because you're not distracted by the pressure to share constantly. When people see your results, they respect you more than if you only talked about your work without showing anything. This new way of personal branding means that silence is no longer a weakness. It becomes a tool you can use to build trust, create mystery, and protect your ideas. When you master what to share and what to keep private, you become more powerful in how people see you. This skill will become even more important in the future as people value real connections and meaningful stories over constant noise. Many leaders and successful people already use this idea. They know that speaking less and sharing smarter helps them stay ahead. Learning to use strategic silence is a superpower that anyone can develop. It helps you build a strong personal brand that lasts and opens new doors in your career and life. Strategic silence isn't just about staying quiet. It's about choosing what, when, and how you share your story to build respect, protect your goals, and create real influence. Mastering this skill gives you control over your personal brand and opens doors quietly but powerfully. If you found this helpful, stay tuned for the next video where we dive into how to influence people without saying a single word. You won't want to miss it.